The human body is an amazing machine. It is far more complex than any computer ever built. It can repair itself, adapt to new environments, and even learn new things. The nervous system is the body's control center. It is responsible for everything we do, from breathing to thinking to feeling. The nervous system is made up of billions of nerve cells called neurons. These neurons are connected to each other in a vast network that extends throughout the body. This network allows the brain to communicate with every part of the body. The brain is the command center of the nervous system. It receives information from the senses and sends out instructions to the muscles. The nervous system is divided into two main parts, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system, or CNS, acts as the main control center for the body. The central nervous system is made up of the brain and spinal cord. These two components work together to process information and coordinate activity. The brain is the control center of the nervous system. It is responsible for interpreting sensory information, making decisions, and sending out commands. It is responsible for our thoughts, emotions, and movements. Every action we take, every feeling we experience, and every thought we have originates in the brain. The spinal cord is a long, thin bundle of nerves that runs from the brain down the back. It acts as a major highway for information traveling between the brain and the rest of the body. It carries messages between the brain and the rest of the body. These messages are essential for controlling movements and responding to the environment. The peripheral nervous system is made up of all the nerves that branch out from the central nervous system. These nerves extend to the outermost parts of the body, including the limbs and organs. These nerves carry messages to and from the muscles and organs of the body. They ensure that the body can react to stimuli and maintain homeostasis. The peripheral nervous system allows us to interact with the world around us. It enables us to touch, feel, and respond to our environment, making it possible to perform everyday activities. Neurons are the basic unit of the nervous system. They are specialized cells that transmit information throughout the body. Neurons have a unique structure that allows them to carry electrical signals over long distances. A neuron has three main parts: a cell body, dendrites, and an axon. The cell body contains the neuron's nucleus and other organelles. Dendrites are short, branched extensions of the cell body that receive signals from other neurons. The axon is a long, slender extension of the cell body that transmits signals to other neurons, muscles, or glands. Signals travel along the neuron as electrical impulses. These impulses are generated by the movement of ions across the neuron's cell membrane. Section 4. Reflex actions. The nervous system in action. Reflex actions are a good example of how the nervous system works. These actions are involuntary and occur without conscious thought, allowing us to respond swiftly to potentially harmful situations. A reflex action is an automatic response to a stimulus. It is a rapid and involuntary reaction that helps protect the body from harm. For example, if you touch a hot stove, you will immediately withdraw your hand. This quick reaction helps prevent burns and other injuries. This reflex is controlled by the nervous system. The nervous system is a complex network of nerves and cells that carry messages to and from the brain and spinal cord to various parts of the body. When you touch the hot stove, sensory receptors in your skin send a signal to your spinal cord. These receptors are specialized to detect changes in the environment, such as temperature and pressure. The signal travels up the spinal cord to your brain. However, in the case of a reflex action, the brain is not the primary decision maker. However, the brain is not involved in the reflex response. This allows the body to react more quickly than if the brain had to process the information first. Instead, the signal is immediately relayed from the spinal cord back to the muscles in your arm. This direct pathway is known as a reflex arc. This causes your muscles to contract and withdraw your hand from the hot stove. The entire process happens in a fraction of a second, showcasing the efficiency and speed of the nervous system in protecting the body. Section 5. Sensory input, perception, and the nervous system. The nervous system plays a vital role in our senses: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. Specialized sensory receptors throughout our body detect different stimuli in our environment. These receptors convert the stimuli into electrical signals that travel along the nerves to the brain. Our brains then interpret these signals, allowing us to perceive and make sense of the world around us. For example, when we see a beautiful sunset, photoreceptor cells in our eyes perceive the light waves. The cells then send signals through the optic nerve to the visual cortex in our brain. Our brain processes this information, allowing us to appreciate the vibrant colors and breathtaking scenery. Section 6, the nervous system and emotions. In this section, we will explore the intricate relationship between our nervous system and the emotions we experience daily. Beyond sensory experiences, the nervous system also plays a crucial role in our emotions. It acts as the central hub, processing and interpreting emotional stimuli from our environment. Our emotions are not just abstract feelings, they are complex physiological responses involving different parts of our brain and nervous system. The limbic system, particularly the amygdala and hippocampus, is heavily involved in emotional processing. For instance, when we experience joy or excitement, our brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and endorphins. These chemicals are often referred to as the feel-good hormones because they enhance our mood and create a sense of happiness. These chemicals trigger physical reactions, such as increased heart rate, a feeling of euphoria, and a heightened sense of awareness. This is why we often feel a rush of energy and positivity during joyful moments. On the other hand, negative emotions like fear and stress activate the sympathetic nervous system, also known as the fight or flight response. This system prepares our body to deal with potential threats. This activation leads to physiological changes like increased heart rate, rapid breathing, and a surge of adrenaline, preparing our body to either confront the threat or flee to safety. Understanding these processes helps us better manage our emotional responses and maintain mental well-being. Section 7, a marvel of complexity and efficiency. The nervous system is an incredibly complex and efficient system. It is responsible for everything we do, from thinking and feeling to moving and sensing the world around us. It is a testament to the power of evolution and a source of endless fascination for scientists and researchers. The more we learn about the nervous system, the more we realize how much we don't know. However, one thing is certain: the nervous system is essential for life. It allows us to experience the world around us, interact with others, and live our lives to the fullest.